What really makes the perfect woman? A new 60 Minutes Vanity Fair poll has some answers. New York Times columnist John Tierney is with us. Also, Cindi Leive, she's editor-in-chief of Glamour magazine. And Sarah Ball is from VanityFair.com, the deputy web editor. Welcome to you all. So the poll put this question to both men and women. And the number one thing on the list, the number one quality was she has to be a good mother. The last on the list was physical beauty. Cindi, let's start with you. Are you surprised by this? You're laughing. I was surprised.
Yes.
Why?
I mean, the fact that beauty didn't rank as the number one thing is a good thing, right? And not surprising to men or women. It's not the most important thing in life. But the fact that only 1% of men said it was important in a woman, I'm not so sure people are telling the truth there.
John?
Well, I think looks definitely matter. I mean, we have brains that evolved to be attracted to hourglass figures, but it's only the first thing.
It's your brain that's attracted.
It's only the first thing, because if you ask, why does this big brain exist? Why do men and women talk? The best answer that's come recently from evolutionary psychologists is that language evolved for courtship. We basically learned to talk so we could impress each other on dates and check each other out. And what they're checking is the stuff in this poll. Is she smart? Is she funny? Is she kind? Is she not crazy? Those are the things that really matter.
So what do they mean when they said bold and experienced?
I think it means someone who's interesting. That the old reason for being the sweet and innocent woman was, the great male fear was that I'm marrying someone who's got someone else's child. And that was the only way to really guarantee it in the past. But now we have contraceptives, we have paternity tests, so we can pick someone interesting.
And I think that finding is good news for women, because most women would rather be bold and experienced than sweet and innocent. So it's good that men want that.
Yeah.
Sarah, what about the roles that men would like women to play?
They want women, I think, who are with the brains and humor being rated higher than beauty and sex drive. Obviously, they want women who are really outspoken, bold and experienced. That could mean bold and experienced in the courtroom, in a professional setting. So I think it is positive in that sense. But you also see that they cast their perfect woman as Penny from The Big Bang Theory. She's the blonde, ditzy girl next door. They passed over more serious women like Juliana Margulies from The Good Wife, or Megan Draper, for instance, career-driven women. So there's a push-pull there, I think.
It's interesting, too, that the poll suggests that both men think women are hard to find a good woman, a perfect woman, and women think the same thing about men.
Well, women spend a lot of time complaining about how you can't find a good man, but this shows that men are complaining as much as women. Although you're right, they may have such conflicting high standards that the reason they can't find a good woman is that the woman they want is fictional.
But did that surprise you, though, John? Because I get it when women say it, because women outnumber men so much. It's not that women have a lot to choose from, but I think for most women, when we look at men, we think you have so many options, you have so many choices that women don't have.
Well, when I was a bachelor, I always had very simple qualifications. I wanted somebody who had given up a career in swimsuit modeling to become a novelist astronaut, doing some stand-up comedy on the side. And I had a hard time finding her,
That is so strange. Does it surprise you, though, that men say
I think
that
everybody wants the perfect thing, especially New Yorkers. I've always said the New Yorkers have this flaw-o-matic, that they'll find something wrong with somebody in the first 5 minutes of a date. We all have unrealistic standards. So.
It's not just that some men think a good woman is hard to find, it's that nearly 2/3 of men. So I think that part is the disparaging part.
Where is sense of humor in all this?
It's ranked high. I mean, it's the second quality, I believe, after being a good mother, or third quality. So it's within that.
Because everybody that I know says somebody makes me laugh.
That a funny woman,
So that makes me want to be with her and make me laugh. And
I think it's somebody that makes me laugh, and it's also someone that laughs at my jokes.
Exactly.
That makes me feel like I have a good sense of humor. A lot of guys want that.
I mean, and shouldn't we all just give up this idea about a perfect anything existing, man or woman? Shouldn't we just sort of let that go and figure out what
One of the best pieces of advice, I think, is to put on your mirror, you're no bargain either. To realize that.
I think men should put that on their mirror.
So, John, any ideas how you find the perfect woman?
Online dating is not a bad way to do it. I think I've written some about that, and it's actually a pretty efficient way to, to find a lot of
hear about people who are satisfied by that.
Right, and it's a way to get to these other qualities. It's not just looks,
And good advice for women: look up from your phone. I mean, we all have our heads buried in our devices all the time. There are guys around you if you just look up from your phone and actually talk to a human.
Interesting.
Hello, human. Thanks to all of you. Really good to see you guys.
Thanks.